Hi Pottery peeps. So couldn't sleep last night because of this kiln firing. Today is Halloween here in the States, October 31st. And today is also the day that Sharon and I are going live together. Never done a live before. So I'm nervous about that, but I was super nervous about this kiln because the things that I'm going to show in the live are in it. No time to remake it, no time to reglaze it. I tell you, there is nothing, this profession that we've chosen where you spend all this time making and then the time glazing, and then you throw it into a kiln that goes over, 2,000 degrees and kiss it goodbye and just pray to the kiln gods that it all works. So, I'm on my second cup of coffee. This is a big mug, and I do show how I made this mug. This is also actually with one of Sharon Hoppe's designs. She's actually one of my favorites. She's actually probably my favorite. I love how deep the texture gets with her designs, and just her whole design aesthetic it just speaks to me. So anyway, let's get into this kiln. Also, for those of you who watched the other kiln, Charlotte's gone. She's been sent to Hades, where she belongs, so she can create havoc down there. I did check before I started filming to make sure I didn't have that Black Widow behind me or another one who has moved into her empty vacancy. Anyway, let's get to the kiln opening and fingers crossed, see what we got. Well, I already have a problem. Hopefully this is the only problem. I did want to check to see what my firings were doing. So those of you who, this is a cone 5, this is a cone 6, so it's a hot cone 6 for the witness cones on what's going on inside. A lot of what's in here are Christmas orders, so we'll get to that before I address my topsy-turvy pumpkin totem that is, well, I guess it's not gonna make, well, it'll make Halloween barely, but it'll also do well for Thanksgiving. Oh, this is an ornament. It is hollow, and I plan to show how to do this. Don't know. I mean, it's okay. The texture didn't really show very much. It showed better on the tester piece that I did. Still nervous. I still look down and make sure that there's no spider behind me. All right, so these are in order. I did them out of the speckled buff, and then I did an iron wash. I wanted them to make or look like gingerbread. And I just did stroke and coats, ruby slippers, and then I piped like you do with cookies, the Mako stroke or the Mako designer liner. So that's how all of these, and there's a lot of these in here. She ordered 24 of these guys. His pants are done in the holly green, and then tuxedo, stroke and coat. So that's how all of these were done. I need to find a place to put these. They really are super cute. And I made these with a mold, a silicone mold that I have. You'll have to let me know if you want to see how these were done. Okay, so I've got some of Sandy's stuff in here. Sandy is actually recovering. Her broken arm needed surgery. So these I actually glazed for her. And I do have, then that's just glazed in the Clayscapes cream, and it's on porcelain. I will have a video coming soon on how those were made. Okay, so more of the gingerbread. Again, the ruby slippers and the designer liner from Mako is how I did these. I've got gnomes and Santas in here too. Okay, so I broke this. One of the reasons why I'm getting the knee replaced again is that I don't have any stability, and I actually tripped and this fell against me and I broke off a leaf. I actually broke some other stuff, but I do plan to epoxy this. I mean, it's for me, but I do plan to epoxy that leaf back on. But these two, I was worried this guy was gonna fall. I wonder if I can, I have it up on stilts, and I probably shouldn't have. So I'm gonna try and bust them apart because it fell. So I can grind that part off and clean that up down there. So this is the bottom part of the totem. I'll show a picture of how this goes together at the end of the video. And you know, it's not bad actually, and since it's for me, I just might keep it. I did slip trail this. I was kind of hoping that the glaze would break over the slip trail. But this is the orange gloss by Mako. Probably needed more of a Celadon, but I wanted that bright orange. So, and then this one, sometimes they just fall off their, I need to make my own stilts. I have all the tools to do it, just not the time. So the wire actually is embedded in my poor pumpkin. So, but this one is the middle pumpkin. Again, that's not bad. I can fix that. So we'll set that aside for some more work. And then this is one of the gnomes ornaments that are in here. Holly green, sun-kissed yellow, ruby red, and then the tuxedo, all done in the stroke and coats. And I have a lot more of them in here. All right, these are the ones that I'm gonna look at them last since I'm still really, really nervous about them. Let's go ahead and pick up. These are the top of the totem. This is the orange gloss again, the holly green by Spectrum, and I did winter woods. And then I put on some of the pearl white on the winter woods. I really like that. That is cool. That showed up really nice. So I did 2 tops. I never got the other 2 pieces done. Well, this is cool. Look at that. Wow, that was quite the drip. Interesting. Again, though, I love that pearl white with the winter woods. Jeez. Quite the drip. All right, let's start here. So if you've seen my platters, just want to make sure I got good coverage. So I did cream on these, and then in the middle I did swipes of Nebula and Pacific Blue and Pearl White. And on the inside is Glacier. I was out of, by Mako, I was out of Norse Blue, so I tried the Glacier. Those are actually super cool. That's a cool mug. Ran a lot more than, I mean, it stayed in the middle and it ran to the bottom. But that's neat. I like that. These are all done the same way. And I did put them up on cookies just in case they ran. A little bit of crawling there, but that won't matter. What matters is on the inside. Those are cool looking tankards. Really cool for like winter. That's what I was going for. Was kind of a winter look. Nice. Yeah, I got 6 of them in here and they're all done the same. But they all look a little bit different even though they're all done the same. Ooh, really like that. I like how it pooled. Nice having that bigger foot on the bottom so that it didn't run off. All right, let me get these out of here. Oh, this one ran. So I have some cleanup to do on this, and I did that exact same thing, but I did it to here. But boy, that ran. Boy, that's pretty. That is super pretty. Did get some crawling there, but those are actually covered. They're not crawling. It's covered with the cream. But wow, that's pretty. A lot of grinding though. All right, these are more of the girl gnomes. Oh, and on the nose, I did the Briar Rose from Clayscapes. Aren't they cute? They're so stinking cute, and they all have the wire behind them. And I put the wire in, and I can actually bend that back. I mean, it's flush here, but I can carefully bend that back and then get some cording in there. I didn't want to have it over the hat, so I put them behind. So this is the male gnome. So here's female and the male gnome. So ruby slippers, holly green, tuxedo, and then I did pearl white for the beard. I love how it gives the beard more dimension and color rather than just doing it plain white. And then I did the Briar Rose for the nose. So more of them. They're gonna look really cute on her tree. Okay, I've been procrastinating enough. Time to see what these mugs look like. Okay, this is done on the speckled buff. I'm gonna have to look first. And I did want an evening look. Actually, I think that was pretty successful. The Northern Lights didn't quite turn out, but I do plan to, they got really dark, but I do plan to gold luster the stars, especially the Big Dipper. Big Dipper, if you've ever been to Alaska in the wintertime, is a huge deal because you look straight up and it's right above you. And then with the North Star. So I wanted to gold luster them. So I think I will hit these with some mother of pearl so that they shine more, so we get more. But the husky turned out amazing. I did all underglazes on this, and then I did a satin matte clear because I was hoping, and it kind of does that, I don't know if you can see it, but the magnesium flecks in the speckled clay shine through and kind of look like stars, which is what I was kind of going for. So I just did all white and black and all different underglazes, and then hit it with the satin matte clear. It was the royal blue velvet. It's got a great feel to it. And here's the mountain. That's cool. All right. Okay. So happy with that one. These ones I did with glazes. So I did get more of a Northern Lights. Don't know if I really care for... I did a Rinka is my red husky, so I did a red husky. And I should have probably done it with underglazes, but I did it with cinnabar. and it kind of ran into the clear. So this one I did all with glazes. So I did the black matte, which based on the pumpkins that I did in the one of the last kiln reveals, you see those magnesium flecks underneath this black matte by Mako. I did Northern Woods wiped back in the trees. Interesting, they kind of turned blue. And then Clayscapes cream. All the white is cream. I did grape by Opulence in the mountains, and then cream over that. These were done with Stroke and Coats down here, the little dog musher. And then I did Indigo Float, Smoky Merlot, and Seaweed for the Northern Lights. They were a little bit more successful on this one. Again, I think this might go in for a luster, but boy, you can sure, I don't know, you can't see it on the camera, but the inside of this is super glossy. All right, and what did I do on this one? Okay, I remember. So this one I painted the Husky with the black underglaze, or no, the black satin matte by Mako, and then the clear, again, the grape by Opulence. And I probably didn't do enough coats. This is the Milky Way by Opulence. The Northern Lights look better, and the Northern Lights were done the same as the other one, but I don't think it got enough coats. Either that or it's looking really stormy out. But I did get better Northern Lights. So these were my testers, even though, oh, and Holly Green, no. Did I do Holly Green? It looks like Holly Green. But I believe it was the Northern Woods by Mako on there. So I wanted to try different glazes to see how it would work. They all worked really well depending on what kind of results that you want. So this one I might do a refire on before I do a luster. We'll see. Okay, got more gnome ornaments down here. Hopefully my head's not getting in the way of the camera. My Santa's turned out really cool. Okay, so done exactly the same as the last ones I showed you. Aren't those just neat? And then I've got a bunch of Santas. And done the same way as the gnomes. Holly green on the mistletoe, pearl white on the beard, and ruby slipper Stroke and Coats on the hat. And then his face was done with the briar rose. Yeah, really like those. Those were a lot of work. All right, so this one, got to look at it first. She doesn't have it out yet. This is one of Sharon Hoppe's. So I went and painted this with orange gloss, and this is actually done with the salmon chino. No, saffron chino. So it's the corn stalks. And then I did cinnabar and holly green on the leaves, tuxedo on the crows. And I did the little black dots too. That turned out really cool. Really like this. So, since Halloween will be over, this will be on a good dish for Thanksgiving. Though I won't be cooking Thanksgiving, I'll be recovering. I am already I petitioned for the Hungry Jack turkey dinners, TV dinners, for Thanksgiving. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So my pie doesn't really show up very well, but this is done with a silk screen. But the glaze is awesome. So this is the clear, studio clear. And then I did Oribe, and then I did Cinnabar. Wow. I did this combination, the Oribe and the Cinnabar, on a leaf on the last kiln opening and loved it. That is going to be a pretty pie dish for Thanksgiving. If I do that again, I would do the pie. I did that in the Sun-Kissed Stroke and Coat, and it didn't really show up. All right, so this is a platter or a dish that I made. Actually, that turned out really good. So speckled buff again. This is the Clayscapes. You can't really see it because it's getting too much of a shine. Clayscape Shadow Blue, which is one of my favorites. But I did do Smoky Merlot and some seaweed over here. Before I did the stroke or the Shadow Blue, I did paint with underglaze, painted the Husky black, and then I added cream underneath to give it some definition. It definitely looks like a silhouette nighttime in Alaska with the northern lights above it. And then I can go in and paint the stars gold in a luster. Wow. I didn't have any hopes on this one. It might be my favorite. Actually, I think this one is my favorite in the mugs. This was a lot easier to do because I just dipped it in the Shadow Blue, and I got this kind of romantic winter evening. So I think I want to play with that some more. Okay, all right. So happy with that. Still on the fence with the results on the mugs. All right, we got, I am 5'6", and it is sometimes hard to climb into the bottom of this kiln. So more Santas for the Christmas order. Done exactly how I thought those look yummy. When I was making them, they look good enough to eat. It's like I need to make some cookies. She ordered 12 of these, 12 of the gnomes, 24 of the gingerbread. So I made extra because you never know. So I'll be able to keep a few of these. Actually, I think I only have one Santa that's extra. All right, this is the last. Oh God, that might be my favorite. All right, done exactly like that other one with the Shadow Blue. I want to try this on B-Mix, but I was out of B-Mix and I was having trouble with my B-Mix. Maybe I'll try it with porcelain. I actually am sending my daughter to get clay today. But wow. Okay, out of the mugs, the one that took me the longest is probably my favorite. My son, who has Castiel, that is a black and white Husky, has already claimed this one. He's not getting it. I'm actually going to give it to him for Christmas. Wait a minute. Oh, he doesn't watch these. None of my kids do. So he won't know. But I think this one gives me time to, hopefully gives me time to gold luster these. We'll see. If they don't get gold luster this year, they'll get gold luster next year. So I will take pictures of these, and this is probably, it's not going to get uploaded before the live. So you'll see them if you watch the live. You'll have seen these, and but I will go ahead and take pictures so that you can see them in better lighting. Not too happy with the red. I need to find a different red because our Husky Rinka, Husky Malamute, is red. I mean, it's okay, but I think I can do better. So, but the design is epic. So, all right, so stay tuned and I will show you pictures in better lighting. And I got so many things to finish up this week in the making so that they're done before I have surgery on the 15th of November. So I got to get them done. I think all the making's got to be done by tomorrow, Thursday at the latest, and then glazing next week. So that's my schedule. So I'm gonna go get muddy. Well, I'm gonna go take pictures, then get muddy and be muddy all day until Sharon at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock her time in Texas. So I hope you've joined us. This is, I guess it'll be in the past. Yes. So I hope you have joined us and I hope you enjoyed it. So I've had a lot of fun. Sharon and I are just, I enjoy that woman so much. So, and we will, both of us will be at ClayCon West in St. George in January. So come, if you want a great conference, come. All right, we will see you later. Ooh.